Hello Virgo, welcome to your reading. My name is Kelly. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Virgo. Whether you have strong Virgo placements or you're watching for a Virgo, welcome. Thank you for being here. Now remember, not everything will align for you, okay? Take what resonates, leave what does not, okay? I'd like to pull a theme for Virgo, please. We got the Four of Swords and the Seven of Cups. I just pulled the Seven of Cups for Gemini. Okay, but the Four of Swords, I feel like you have a lot of options, a lot of choices, and it's a little bit overwhelming. The Four of Swords accompanying it, I feel like is telling you to take a rest, take a moment to really think something through, okay? Maybe you don't have to make a decision right now, or maybe you do, but I think Spirit is really guiding you to take your time in making a commitment or making this choice decision, okay? Four of Swords is really about meditating, it's about resting and allowing it to just come to you, okay? Maybe you could take a walk, maybe you could take a bath, maybe you could just do something to kind of quiet your mind, and maybe the choice, the decision will become more clear for you, okay? Can you show me a little bit about Virgo's energy? Oh, something flipped over. Ooh, a couple things. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and Judgment. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles is about taking things really slow and steady, at a slow and steady pace, okay? The Ace of Cups could be new love or opportunities, okay, creative opportunities. And then Judgment is really about like a reawakening, it's a rebirth. It's about saying goodbye to the old life in order to embrace the new. Maybe you're answering the call of some sort, you're hearing of a new opportunity. And I think that's kind of what you're deliberating or debating on, especially with this as your theme, okay? Can I get some more information for Virgo, please? We have the Seven of Swords, and we also have the King of Cups. Okay, I think part of you, even though this does feel like a really good opportunity coming in for you, part of you is a little bit fearful of making this choice or decision, especially if you have to say goodbye or let go of something from the past in order to embrace it, because I think you've been hurt in the past. The Seven of Swords speaks of some sort of tricky person or somebody, you know, pulling a fast one on you, but it also does talk about being strategic, okay? So whether this is you having to be strategic in a relationship or in a job position or whatever, or someone was that way with you, okay? The King of Cups is someone who's very emotional, can feel, you know, in their emotions so well, but he doesn't allow his emotions to overrule his decision making. And I feel like for Virgo, you don't really do that. I feel you're more analytical and logical when making decisions, okay? But something definitely has you in your feels. Maybe you're reminiscing on, you know, when you made a choice or decision in the past and maybe it didn't pan out the way that you wanted. So you're a little bit fearful or a little bit hesitant when making this new choice. And that's why you're being guided to kind of go slow and steady, to take your time, okay? We have the King of Pentacles, the Hermit, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. Okay, King of Pentacles and Hermit is very Virgo, okay? Especially with the Hermit coming out, this is your major arcana. King of Pentacles, when he does something and it works really well for him, he continues to do more of that thing, okay? If you realize there's a routine that works for you, if you realize that when you invested your time into this, you know, business idea or trying this new thing at work, whatever, you realize, oh, this is working out for me, it's proving successful, I'm going to continue, you know, on in that path. The Hermit is all about looking inwards. It's doing like this deep soul dive, okay? You could be going into like, who am I? You know, what really makes me tick? What, you know, what works for me? What doesn't? The Hermit is really about like taking this journey inwards and discovering, you know, who am I? What is it that I want out of this life or out of this opportunity? Okay, and really just like focusing on what's best for you, Virgo. You have the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. So the Four of Pentacles is really, it's good, like steady foundational energy, but it's also a little bit of fear of lack or making decisions because, like I said, you've been hurt in the past or you're scared of something not working out for you, okay? So the Four of Pentacles is good. It's like you got the four walls of the house, but you're afraid to leave the house. Or you're saving up money, but now you're afraid to spend it because what if you'll never have the same amount? You get what I'm saying? So there is a little bit of fear here, okay? But the Seven of Wands is defensive energy. You're defending your dreams, defending your beliefs, your goals, whatever it is. And you can see there's like other people, you know, fighting back with these wands here. They're kind of like battling, and you're really like having to stand your ground. I kind of had a similar message coming into Gemini's reading, which, you know, is funny because you both have one of these cards as your theme, but, you know, you're both ruled by Mercury. So I wonder if there is some sort of like decision or idea that you want to pursue, to take. And I think you were like, oh, I can prove this to be successful. I know this will work for me. But there's a part of you that's like battling maybe other people's opinions of it, or maybe it's even your own, you know, like self-sabotage or your own thoughts, like saying you're not good enough for something or not worthy of it. Okay, I feel like there is something you want to do or a decision you want to make, but it's really kind of an internal battle for you, especially with the Hermit card about like that inner journey. Like, why is it that I want to do this thing? Why is it that I feel like I need to? Okay, you have the Lovers on the bottom, which is Gemini energy I was just speaking about making that choice. Okay, but it's also about alignment. Okay, is this aligned for your higher good? If you making this decision now, if you making the sacrifice now, is it going to set you up for success in the future? Okay. Woo! Let's see, we got the Eight of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and also the Two of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, the Eight of Swords is the energy I'm picking up on because it's really a mental battle. You're kind of going back and forth. You're a little bit fearful, but the Eight of Swords, she's not actually trapped here. This is her own mental doing. She's like put herself into this position because she's trying to make a decision, but she's battling something internally or battling the thoughts, opinions, beliefs of others. Okay, the Two of Pentacles is really about balance, bringing balance into your life. Okay, if you're focusing too much on money, on, you know, these physical things, maybe you need to take a step back. Maybe you need to meditate. Maybe you need to, you know, touch grass or, you know, vice versa. Take it however it resonates. Okay. The Three of Pentacles is wanting to collaborate. It's wanting to work with others. It's wanting to try new things. So if you've been more of this like lone wolf doing things on your own for a while, maybe you're being guided to kind of like do something with other people again. Okay, maybe it's opening yourself up to friendship. Maybe it's allowing to hear other people's advice when it comes to, you know, a business idea, or, you know, hearing someone's advice when you're making a big decision. Okay, it doesn't mean you're weak if you need advice or if you need to ask for help. Okay, I want to pull a moon card for you to close out this reading. This is the Moonology deck. Woo! We got two cards. We have your hard work is paying off with the new moon in Capricorn. I almost said Cancer. Your hard work is paying off. Meditate and contemplate, new moon Pisces. Okay. Spirit saying you're doing a good job. You're doing an excellent job. Everything you've been doing, like you're on the right path. Give yourself time to really just breathe. Give yourself time to let it soak in. You don't have to force yourself, rush yourself. Allow yourself time and respect and give yourself grace when making this decision or when trying something new. Like I said, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to make mistakes. Okay, I hope this helped, Virgo. If you'd like to, you know, like the video, share it, follow along, I'd love to have you here. Thank you for watching.